The Price Academy, bite-sized history videos. This video is introducing John Fisher, the brutal execution of a Catholic bishop. On the 22nd of June 1535, John Fisher, the Bishop of Rochester, was brutally executed by the method of beheading, as you can see here. Fisher was one of the many victims of Henry VIII and was executed for treason. He refused to take the oath of succession and accept Henry as the supreme head of the Church of England. Fisher was arrested on the 26th of April 1534, and his words to Richard Rich, Cromwell's right-hand man, were used as evidence against him. He said that the king was not, nor could be, by the law of God, supreme head in earth of the Church of England. The Pope tried to save Fisher by making him cardinal and a member of the College of Cardinals. This action by the Pope simply angered the king, and Henry, it is claimed, joked that Fisher would have to wear the cardinal's red hat on his shoulders. This means he would have no head on which to place it. What is so disturbing about the imprisonment and execution of John Fisher is that at one time he was once a good friend of the king. His undoing was his support of Catherine of Aragon during the Great Martyr. Henry could not afford any opposition, particularly when it came from someone he had once counted as a friend and advisor. He could not and would not forgive Fisher for taking Catherine's side. John Fisher was kept in the Tower of London from April 1534 until his death in June 1535, and during that time he was denied a priest and had to rely on friends and servants to bring him food. Fisher's suffering came to an end on the 22nd of June 1535, over a year after he had been taken to the Tower of London. This is the bell tower where John Fisher lodged during his imprisonment. Fisher had been condemned to be hanged, drawn and quartered at Tyburn. The king, in his mercy, changed his sentence to a beheading. King Henry VIII was worried that the people were comparing the bishop to St. John the Baptist, a man who had challenged King Herod's marriage, and he was keen for Fisher to die before the 24th of June, the feast day of St. John the Baptist. Fisher was beheaded on Tower Hill and his body left on the scaffold for hours before it was thrown into a grave in the nearby church of All Hallows. Fisher's body was eventually buried at the chapel of St. Peter with his friend Thomas More, who died on the 6th of July. But his head was stuck on a pole on London Bridge as an example to the people of London what happens if you are a traitor to the king. John Fisher was canonized as a saint in 1935 by Pope Pius the XI. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this video, to like and subscribe to the channel, or you can follow me at Twitter or at Facebook at TanyaAlex38.